Bless you?
Yay! No, I burped.
Oh, okay. Welcome to the show, everybody. Episode 56, for those who are keeping track.
That's the Lawrence Taylor episode.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Little LT love.
I do that with numbers on a regular basis. If it's a number I have to remember, I think of a player.
Okay.
So it's not always someone new. It's someone old, not someone current, whatever. Just the first number. When I say 32, what comes to your mind?
Jim Brown?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, immediately comes Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Just a little quirky thing I do to remember numbers sometimes. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
He was no 33.
No, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're here. We just I went to get a bagel, and I'm about to pay, and I turn around, and I see you leering in the corner.
I wouldn't say leering. Standing.
Yeah, all right. Standing in the corner. So I said, come on over. I'm going to buy you a breakfast bagel.
It was very nice. Thank you for buying me breakfast.
And then we were like, oh, wait, we should probably do a show.
And I said, let's save the bagel for the show. And that didn't work. Because
there was no reason
well,
to do
look,
that.
it's a new bagel shop. They don't get a free plug.
No free shout-outs.
But I will say
they
advertise best bagel in town. And they just opened.
You know, I saw that. They have a sign. It's
Yeah.
like a street sign that they put up that said best bagel in town. I'd take exception to that. You can't, before you open, have best bagel in town.
Right.
And you can't, that's not something that you can, how do I say? You cannot grant that status to yourself.
I guess, unless someone handed them a sign. Someone might have gifted them the sign, which is lovely. It would be a lovely gift. But I got the French toast bagel.
How was that?
With maple walnut butter. Because we both said the same thing. Like it was a butter kind of bagel. You have
It's
to get
definitely
butter.
a butter bagel. Yeah.
You can't do cream cheese on a.
Cream
I
cheese?
guess you could. It might have worked.
Doesn't seem right on a French toast bagel.
But let's also say that because of my recent change in lifestyle habits, I haven't had a bagel in months.
That's why I was surprised to see you there.
I wanted to try out the new place.
Uh-huh.
And, everything in moderation, right?
Yep.
So having a bagel, which the old me would have been like, I'm going to get 4 bagels, and let me have all 4 for breakfast.
Yeah. Don't do that, everybody.
But I said, if I'm going to have a bagel, why not? Treat myself. I've been doing well. I'm going to have a bagel.
Treat yourself.
And you treated me, which is lovely. Made it even better.
Your Mo. Yeah.
Treat a Mo.
Treat a Mo.
And my comment is, it is not the best bagel in New Milford. It's the best bagel I've ever eaten.
Oh, okay.
That was the best bagel I've ever eaten in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold statement.
I got the salt bagel because I like a breakfast pretzel every now and again.
Okay.
And if you go to most other places, there's actually like it's almost like a pretzel, right? There's actually salt on it. This was kind of like the salt was kind of
the flavor.
It was like baked into it, but there wasn't actually like salt on the outside of it.
Right.
Not my favorite salt bagel.
Okay.
That being said, the bagel itself was great. Right.
It was the way a bagel's supposed to be. It was crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside.
Yeah, it was a damn good bagel.
And then the French toast bagel. And again, this may be because I haven't had bread product.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, are you kidding me? This is so good.
Yeah. I mean, look, it was a damn fine bagel. Am I ready to say it was the best bagel I've ever had? No. Not gonna go there.
Maybe you should try the French toast bagel.
Maybe I should.
With the maple walnut.
Maybe I should.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know what? You can only judge the best bagel off of the everything bagel. The everything bagel is the king of bagels. The everything bagel is the king of all bagels.
Well, sure, but I mean, you can still judge the other bagels.
Or off of a plain bagel. I'm not going to declare a French toast bagel as the best thing I've ever had.
It's the best bagel I've ever eaten.
That's a tough thing to do.
Put it this way: when I have, you have a different mentality. You're Mr. Gourmet with so many things. So,
and I'm Jewish, so in the bagel world,
and they have lox there too.
That I look, everything bagel with lox and cream cheese is fantastic. Some people
don't disagree.
Like my mom will go all out. She'll put tomato and onion and capers on it. And I don't play that game.
Well, you don't eat tomatoes.
Raw capers and raw onion. There's just a lot of strong raw flavors in that.
Yeah,
and that's not me.
It's a bit much.
But I do like a bagel with cream cheese and lox. Absolutely,
I do too.
Who doesn't? Well, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of
people do. Yeah.
But I don't know, the everything bagel. I gotta say their everything bagel. I gotta do a taste test, And theirs are baked as well, not boiled.
Right.
Right, which is a whole different ballgame
It
as
is.
well. Because a traditional New York bagel is a boiled bagel.
Correct.
And there's something to it. There's something to that.
Oh, I agree. But I will say, for me, I'm not a bagel connoisseur.
Right.
And I haven't had as many of the New York bagels as you have.
Yeah. And you've been you're on withdrawal from bagels.
From bread.
So yeah, you haven't really. See, I don't do white bread. I haven't eaten a slice of white bread in years.
Yeah.
Years. I don't like the only like white bread that I will actually have is a bagel.
Okay.
Like I prefer whole grain or multi-grain bread.
Without turning this into an entire food show.
We're only like
No, because we could go down a rabbit hole with this.
Well,
but
rabbit's delicious too.
But I will say that white bread has its place.
Yes.
PB&J belongs on Wonder White bread.
Yes.
And the other thing that, and again, this is a childhood thing, and this has been in my head lately. It's been tough because I have to shake it. Wonder White bread with a bologna and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
That's a kid right there.
It is. It is.
But I'm embarrassed to order it at a deli.
White bread is not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad by any means. It's
bad for you.
Exactly. But it's not actually bad food.
So I've been fighting that one off. That's going to be, for me, in this, in not just the weight loss, but in the healthy journey here. Yeah. It's, I'm rewarding myself with foods at different levels too. Like, and it's funny because some of the things you think that I really enjoyed earlier on would be on that list that are not. You don't have the craving for the junk, for the garbage as much once you're eating better.
Well, no, that shit's a drug. A Big Mac is a drug.
Big Mac's a great example. Big Mac and fries with a Coke is an outstanding, but I have no desire for that now.
Yeah,
because that sugar and salt craving is gone.
Yeah, I know, but you're going to have one again one day, and you're going to be like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever eaten.
You know,
which is the same thing with the bagel thing.
Which
it's
is
a withdrawal. You know, I just ate a Big Mac. Whoa!
But I'm not sitting here going, I'm going to have a bagel for lunch. Like, no. But when you get into a certain area of salt and sugar with, like, a Big Mac, that can get addictive really quick.
Oh, it does something to your brain, buddy.
Oh, it does.
It does chemical things to you.
Proven.
Yeah, it reacts all over. You keep, what's with the body noises?
I don't know. What do you mean body noises?
I'm not editing this show. This show is going to be full of your body noises today.
All right, fine.
In the last show, I took out like 20 body noises.
Why are you giving me a hard time today?
I'm not giving you a hard. I'm just saying. I don't have the time to edit the show.
I'm human. I make body noises. No, that's not a no. That's that's hideous.
You love it.
So I just had the 5K, the Run Santa Run. Hosting the event to raise money for both the park I work at and for juvenile diabetes. To help kids out.
Just side note. We're racing for juvenile diabetes. No, you're racing against juvenile diabetes. I hate when people say that. Like,
we're doing for the cause.
Yeah, for the. It's what people are like. Oh, what are you supporting in your race? I'm supporting opioid addiction. No, you're combating opioid addiction.
Yes. Well, we're supporting an organization. How's that? Is that better? Make you feel better?
Supporting an organization that is trying to combat juvenile diabetes.
There you go.
So stop giving Big Macs to your fat kids.
And they'll never diabetes us. Damn. So I got the...
Wow,
okay.
That joke was really bad because they're
still going.
I can't stop the crickets once they start. Welcome back to sound effects. We got them. We got sound effects back, everybody.
All right. So let me get to my point here. So I got the bill today from the town because we shut down a road. And we have to have police there to shut down the road.
Yeah, well.
We had to go through an approval process, the whole thing, to shut down the road.
Right.
And it only takes about, really an hour. The police are there for about 2 hours.
Okay.
What do you think we pay per officer for that process?
Per officer?
Yeah.
$200.
So it's a minimum of 4 hours you have to pay, even though we're only shutting down the road for an hour and they're there for about 2.
Okay.
So they get a minimum of 4 hours. Okay.
So
their rate, I'm just looking at this bill, is $87.58 per officer per hour.
That's a lot of money.
It equates to a $700 bill to
shut down a road for a couple hours?
For an hour.
Why couldn't I do it?
Because you're not qualified to...
No. I'm qualified. I'm not certified.
Well, that's true.
Different.
I don't know if you're qualified.
I'm sorry. Conducting traffic, absolutely. There's
but there's no traffic to conduct. There's a barrier up, and they stand there and say the road is closed. Now, local traffic
I'm qualified to stand with a light on, probably.
So in our town, this used to be done by they said like the
fire police. The fire police.
Fire police would come and do that. And someone years back abused that privilege, did it for a for-profit race.
Oh, what a son of a bitch.
And then never gave any of the money back to the fire department.
Oh, what a son of a bitch.
And
what was his name?
No, I'm not doing that.
What was his name?
I'm not doing that.
What was his name?
Nope.
You know what it is? It's Todd. Todd, I hate.
Todd.
I see, I don't like most people named Todd.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, or like Derek. Derek and Todd tend to be...
I had a friend who was Derek, but I was a little kid, and he had a bowl cut. So, I mean, it was like a very blonde bowl cut.
It's a tough name.
Very Dennis the Menace-like.
Tough name to give a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Todd.
Wow.
Just saying.
It wasn't Todd. Anyway.
If anyone is named Todd listening to this show, I want you to call 6317 Mike Mo.
6317 Mike Mo. That's Mike with a Y.
Mike with a Y. Fuck off, Todd. All right, continue.
No, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying the police officers are not worth that kind of money. I'm not saying people don't deserve to make that kind of money.
Uh-huh.
But it brings up that conversation of what people make in an hourly wage for what they do.
Yeah.
And how ridiculous some of those numbers have gotten for something smaller or something that doesn't take a tremendous amount of effort that still pulls that dollar amount. It has no shot against those officers, and I believe police officers deserve what they get paid, if not more, on a regular basis. But
sure, depending on the officer.
But
they should pay them up based on what they're actually doing.
Yeah, I would think. It's a pretty steep nut to pay out.
Yeah, homicide detective.
Well, I mean, anybody who straps on their weapon and goes to work, they have all the respect in the world.
Well, yes and no. I mean, sure, I'll give the respect. Go to the department, and they're like, eat this bagel.
I didn't get paid to eat my bagel this morning.
Well, you're not an officer of the law. You don't have a gun.
No, I'm just saying, like you said, with a job like that day, maybe the rate should vary depending on what they're doing. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you stand in front of a barricade and wave your arms for 4 hours. Like, the cadets could do that shit.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that's not. I could do that shit.
I'm just saying for a nonprofit who's raising money for local charity.
I wouldn't charge you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When it's local charity that you're doing this for, there should be something built in where it can be a reduced rate, something like that. You know, I'm not saying they're not worth $86 an hour.
Yeah.
I'm saying the job doesn't necessarily require $86 an hour talent to do.
No. I mean, that is like the give me a guy who's brand new on the force. Give me fucking Officer Todd and Derek and just throw them out there and be like, why don't you just stand here and wave your arms for a couple of hours?
And this is on their day off, so it's a side job.
Oh, okay.
But that's some good coin they're making on side jobs. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
it takes a lot to raise that kind of money with nonprofits, and it's difficult to have to pay that out. Now, and again,
wouldn't it be cheaper though for the fire department to do it?
It'd be free for the fire department to do it, but you'd have to make a donation back. But
no, I'll donate to the fire department. You can donate $50 an hour instead of paying $80-something an hour.
Right.
I
could say like, hey, instead of paying out $700 or $800 to have a job done, here's $500.
You know what you should have done, because you have like that beater SUV in the park that's not street legal, right? Mm-hmm. You should have just taken that and then just like driven it into like a Jersey barrier, like right outside, and then they would have to shut down the road, and then you wouldn't actually have to pay for it because they would just total the vehicle.
Yeah, but you only do that once a year.
Well, I'm sure you could find someone to donate one beater a year for traffic detail.
For charity.
There you go. So yeah, Todd, call us 6317 Mike Mo. We have 2 calls.
Oh, excellent. I like that.
2 calls, yeah.
Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay. Let's here's the first call. Anytime. Mm-hmm. All right. It's playing something.
I hear nothing.
What?
Someone called and hung up on us.
So listen, if you're going to call our hotline, I'm just going to say, if you're going to call the hotline and you're just going to leave us 51 seconds
of dead air,
I have the number. It's a number I don't know. I have the number.
Interesting.
Should we call him?
What's the area code?
The area code is 914.
Oh, that's New York.
So in the meantime, we're going to listen to our other voicemail. Hopefully it's better than that first one.
No, it's got to be better than the first one. The first one was nothing.
Let's see.
Something is better than nothing.
Well, I don't know. Some of Liz's calls of late.
Oh, poor Liz.
Hey guys, it's Liz. I've got to say, between the Thanksgiving episode and the shoe licking episode, is there anything you guys won't try, that you won't eat? I mean, I admire your palate, but my God. I mean, I know, Mike, I appreciate that you're down to try everything, but is there something that you've had in the past that you'll never have again? Or is there a limit? Are you guys ever going to be presented with?
All right. I'm going to stop you there, first of all. We're going to get back to the rest of this message, okay?
Okay.
Did you get any pushback from the licking of the shoe?
No. Well, I had one person send me a barf emoji. Yeah, I get that.
Because I didn't post the video. I still might post the video.
No need to post the
video.
video.
I don't know if I'm going to post the video. I think I should post the video.
I don't know. I think people should give you feedback, and if we receive 10 people that say they want you to post the video, then post it.
Well,
How's
so
that?
this is what I want to do.
Small sample.
This is what I want to do. If we sell 10 bottles of hot sauce this week,
I'm sure we will. That's not a fair statement.
then I'm going to post the video, and Mo is going to lick my shoe.
Don't buy the hot sauce. I am not licking your shoe.
You don't know which shoe I'm talking about.
I don't care what shoe of yours.
Could be a brand new shoe. You don't know what shoe.
I better see it come out of the box, because those were brand new shoes that I was wearing.
You don't know what well, it wasn't brand new. You walked in from the street, and you licked the street off your shoe. And the only reason I haven't posted it yet is because I do have somewhat of a level of respect for you.
I appreciate that.
Small bit.
Hey, I'll take it.
Small bit.
I'll take it.
Yeah. All right, let's finish up Liz's call here.
Okay.
I admire your palate, but my God.
I just got to say, Liz, thank you so much. Your admiration.
Yeah.
It means the world.
Very kind.
I just had to go back to that part.
Mike, I appreciate that you're down to try everything, but is there something that you've had in the past that you'll never have again? Mm-hmm. Or is there a limit? Are you guys ever going to be presented with something that you say just absolutely not? I mean, I'm kind of fascinated and grossed out all at the same time. Love you, boys. Bye.
Good call, Liz.
Good call. I like this one. I liked it was complimentary, and it tees up a good conversation. So why don't we start with you? Start with this. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Jeez, that's a good question. Probably hot sauce off my shoe.
No. That still tasted good.
It tasted
just because
amazing.
it was chock full of bacteria and
And
viral load.
And I didn't get sick. You were like, you're going to get sick. No, they're new shoes.
Still street on them, but go ahead.
So I don't. You need to go first on this. I don't think there's a whole lot. I mean, I'm sure there's things I've eaten that I would not want to eat again.
Like,
but for the most part, like I've had liver and onions as a kid, and I don't want to have that again. But I can't say I'll never have it again.
Okay.
You know, because I hate onions. I mean, so anything with onions or mushrooms, which I'm allergic to.
Most people would have been on the liver side of that. Liver and onions, they would say the liver is the grossest.
Liver's not tasty.
No?
No, I don't really love it, but I won't say I'll never have it again, because you could invite me over for Thanksgiving dinner and say, hey, I made this liver. Would you try it for me?
Fuck is eating liver on Thanksgiving?
I'm just making a reference point to your... I'm calling back to the Thanksgiving show.
I do use the liver or the organs of the turkey to make the turkey stock. So
not
maybe
what I'm saying.
Would you eat the boiled turkey stock liver?
Yeah.
Like, welcome to my house. See, there you go. There's a new tradition.
I told you we do that in my house, where we cut up all the organs and we put them in the gravy, because that's good minerals and good vitamins for you. That's in the organs. So okay. I do eat liver usually about once a year. But if you were to say, hey, Mo, I'm having a very special dinner and you get there and it's liver and onions and you're like, hey, would you try this? Of course I'll try it. I wouldn't say, no, I don't like liver and onions. I'm not going to try it. I'm like, well, it's not my favorite, but I will try it because you said it's good and you made it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot I wouldn't try, but unless you're like, hey, here's monkey brain. Like, I have
literally eaten monkey brain.
That's gross. It's something I don't want to do.
It is not that is not my answer either.
Okay. What's your answer?
It wasn't necessarily the worst tasting thing I've ever had, but Rocky Mountain oysters, just knowing what they are kind of tough to go back to.
Yeah, I have no desire to do that. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, though.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything you would not eat that's typical food? Like, This cardboard cup. Would you eat that? Like,
it's not edible. I will try everything once. That's my policy, and I firmly do that. And if literally, if you were right here and you were just like, hey, I have this bull penis. Yeah. Have you had it before? I was like, no. You'd be like, open and wide.
I never had cow tongue, and you put it in front of me, and I ate it. So
cow tongue's good stuff.
I think it's
better on a sandwich, though. It's better with rye. It's
very chewy.
Yeah, that was it wasn't the best.
That was a little chewy.
Wasn't the best thing I had. There was this one fruit that I once had called durian. Have you heard of durian?
No.
It's like considered a delicacy, right?
Okay.
And the fruit itself was pretty good, but here's the problem: it was possibly the worst smelling thing ever. It was like raw sewage. And it's a fruit. It's like a melon-esque type of a.
Okay.
But it
smells like poo.
No. It smells like imagine that there was poo, okay?
Yeah.
And then a mouse got stuck in it and then started to decay. Right? That's what durian smells like.
Welcome to our lovely visual shows. We give you a visual that you can't get out of your head.
I will give you a visual if you want on our Facebook.
Oh, no, don't do that.
It was gross. Yeah. Like the fruit is, here's the thing, if you gave me just like a bowl of it or you used it in something, I may eat it again, but it's the smell. Like, I can't get that smell out of my nose right now.
Really? It's in your nose now. You can pull it back up. You can recall smell like that?
Absolutely, I can. I'm trying to think of other gross things I've etten. I've had balut. Do you know what balut is?
Balut, that's the egg.
It's the fermented. It's not fermented, excuse me. It's
1,000 years old or something?
No, that's a century egg you're thinking of, which I've never had. And if you bring me a century egg, I'll eat it.
I wouldn't say 1,000 years is not a century.
It's not a millennium egg, but there's a century egg. But the balut was it was weird. It wasn't gross, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
That makes sense. Because you open it up and it's like, oh, there's a chicken beak and an eye just looking at you. There's like 2 feathers.
Yeah, that's gross.
But it's a fertilized egg that's like halfway developed, and it's a Filipino delicacy, and it was really good. And I've actually had it twice in my life, one on either coast. Had one in New York City, one in Los Angeles, and they were both pretty good.
Okay.
Like the taste of it was almost like a battered chicken.
Really?
The consistency was closer to a crunchy oyster.
See,
so you combine.
My concern is when you have any of these so-called delicacies.
Yeah.
Oh, this is rare. It's a delicacy. It's usually not that good.
I mean, some delicacies, I believe, became food. We're just talking about food all day. Some delicacies became food, I think, based more so off of necessity than off of flavor.
I still don't know why it's... I don't know. Delicacy implies like rare because it's amazing. It implies that. Whether or not it defines that, I don't know. But
does a delicacy have to be rare? No, I don't think so.
No, maybe not.
It has to be perhaps unique. Perhaps, I mean, it definitely has to be meaningful, regional, theoretically, right? Yeah. But I don't think rare necessarily. There is a billion fertilized chicken eggs in this world right now. You want some balut? I'll go get you some balut.
There's billions in this country right now.
There's probably a couple in the studio right now. They're hiding.
Did you ever see the second film, the Super Size Me, the second one, where he buys a chicken farm?
They made a second one?
He made a second film.
I did not know this.
Yeah, he opened his own fast food restaurant.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Super Size Me 2. He did it like 10 years later.
Okay.
And he buys a chicken farm.
Was he skinny again by that point?
He's still skinny. Okay. And they actually bring him back to a McDonald's for the first time in years. But he decides he's going to open his own chicken restaurant.
Uh-huh.
So his own fast food place becomes chicken, but he buys a chicken farm. He raises his own chickens to sell in that restaurant. It's closed now, which is too bad because
I'm seeing this. This only came out a few years ago.
Yeah. It was a marketing genius type thing to do. And the film is good. It's good because I'll watch whatever he does. He seems to be pretty good.
I love the subtitle. Super Size Me 2. Holy chicken.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I learned a ton watching that about chickens and how chickens are raised and free range chicken.
Well, I've told you about when I went to a Tyson chicken farm before, and it was it was a movie, it was a student film that was being made. They asked me to come and help. I went in Georgia, and it was like 8 super long silos, all of them just full of chickens.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I still Tyson chicken. I'm not buying Tyson chicken.
Yeah.
I usually I buy like I pay twice the price for good chicken, and I have ever since this
local chicken.
Not necessarily local, but
local chicken's the way to go.
Well,
buy local wherever you are. Just buy local.
Well,
stuff.
yes, but that's not always in the cards.
True.
Regardless, I got to witness how they load chickens into the truck.
Yeah. It's not pretty.
It's a bulldozer.
Yeah.
For those of you who thought that there was anything humane about this process.
Not at all with chickens. No.
Get ready to be severely disappointed. It was a bulldozer, but with like a super long, what do you call it? Scoop, shovel?
Yeah.
Whatever the hell on the front.
Bucket.
Well, it wasn't a bucket. It was bulldozer. Blade. We're going to go with blade.
Okay.
Like
a plow.
And I mean, you have to imagine this thing is, I don't know, 50 feet wide. The side, and it's just like, all right, we're gonna start on one end and work our way to the other. And it's just like, you know what it looks like when there's like too much snow and the plow and it starts like curving over the top, almost like a wave.
Yeah.
Well, there was a chicken wave that day.
Wow.
And just all the and
sounds
I'm just
like turkeys.
And I'm like, whatever. No, that's the sound that's the sound that they make. They're so fucked at this point in time that they think they're turkeys. So it looks like it's a crowning wave. Like I could have grabbed a surfboard and been like, I'm gonna surf these chickens. Like it's like that. And they're just getting pushed out the door and then like into this this like delta, right? Little triangle chute that goes into the back of this giant Mack truck. And it's like, all right, all these get on in there, chickens, great. And every now and again, like a chicken would pop over the top of the, try to escape. Every now and again, it would go underneath the blade.
Oh.
Or worst case, underneath the wheel of the bulldozer. No, that's not fun. So after it was done, and I'm standing there just in pure disbelief.
Yeah.
Just in a cloud of just disgusting ammonia and methane gas. It's the worst smelling thing in the world. A commercial chicken coop. One of the worst smelling things in the world. That smells worse than durian.
Yeah. Wow.
Far worse.
Wow. This show is about bad smells.
Blah, 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 blah. This show is brought to you by Speaking.
Words are hard.
So after the bulldozer does its thing, there's still a few stragglers, probably like 20 or so chickens. Broken legs, squished. It's like what you would imagine walking through the Battle of Gettysburg would have been like on July 4th.
If it were chickens.
Right. Which are not too far away from Confederates. I'm just putting it out there.
Wow.
Well.
Bold.
Fuck those traitors. So it was very, very, very much like that. And it was just disgusting. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and not to mention these chickens were like mutants. Like you know what a chicken breast looks like in a store, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that going inside of a bird. Now look at a commercial chicken next to look at a Tyson chicken next to God's chicken.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me those are the same species.
Yeah, you'll see that in this movie too. He does a whole thing about that.
It's disgusting. The breasts they were so heavy that some of them couldn't walk.
He talks about this and shows you this in the thing that a lot of these birds have heart attacks.
Yeah.
They have broken legs. They can't support the weight of themselves.
It's gross.
They're constantly picking up dead birds. And it's funny that how they define free range. It's funny that they put
I don't know if funny is the right word there, Mo.
It's sad how they describe what a free range bird is.
It's criminal.
They put a little cage outside the door so some sunlight can get to them.
Yeah.
That's free range.
Yeah.
They can get to sunlight.
Yeah.
They have the option of getting, not that you put the birds out, they have the option of getting to sunlight if they want to step out. Most of them don't want to step out there.
They're too stupid to even know it's out there.
Well, because they grow so fast.
Yeah. Chickens are stupid. Chickens are
because
the
the turnaround time is, these birds are created for such a quick turnaround time. They don't have time to develop anything.
Well, just even an actual backyard, like a real chicken.
Yeah.
They're still pretty stupid. I
don't know. There's those that can play tic-tac-toe.
We've had this discussion like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. They're not all dumb.
No, they're pretty dumb.
Well, I mean,
They're playing tic-tac-toe not because they know they're setting up a line. They're playing tic-tac-toe because they're like, I'm going to peck this box. Boom. Put an X in there. That's playing tic-tac-toe.
I don't know.
That's playing tic-tac-toe.
I've never been inside the head of a bird. I don't know.
There's not much going on in there.
Look, they used to tell us that dogs couldn't understand your words but could understand your tone, and I firmly believe otherwise now. Dogs can understand. They know what certain words mean. They can be...
In German, I agree. I think dogs speak German. They all speak German.
What?
They all speak German.
What are you, nuts?
No, I'm not.
I think they're
What language do they use on canines? What language do they use?
Well, I'm assuming German.
German.
But that's what they're raised to understand. I had a dog that I raised speaking English, and she understood certain words.
No, she didn't.
She did.
She understood your tone.
Question. No. Because they would just be like, you could walk up to a dog and go, you're such a stupid dog. You're a dummy. And they just wag their tail because you're talking to them like a baby.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hold true. They know the words. I'm telling you, dogs are far smarter than you ever give them credit for.
Well, they're definitely smarter than
I'm not saying they're not smarter than... Of course they're smarter than chickens, but they're far smarter than you've ever given them credit for.
There are a few animals not as smart as that are smarter than a chicken.
Okay. Worms.
People from Mississippi.
Wow. I have friends in Mississippi.
Actually, Oxford's not a bad town.
No.
I spent
a
weekend there. It was
Ole
very
Miss
nice.
is a wonderful school, but go dogs. Anyway.
Is that your recommendation for this week?
Totally. If you haven't seen that, watch that. You will learn a ton. It is amazing marketing. The steps he goes through, it's very entertaining. I've seen it more than once.
Yeah.
I've taken the time to watch that more than once.
Okay.
Supersize Me Too.
Holy chicken.
Holy chicken. You're going to love the name of his restaurant. You're going to love... some of this will strike home to you because you'll understand a lot of what he's saying because you've lived it already with your documentary. But the entire thing is fascinating.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has to walk into McDonald's again and have McDonald's one more time, which he hasn't had since he did the first movie.
Who forced him to do that?
Guys he's working with. It was guys that were helping him develop what he's doing.
Oh, so it was like a R&D type of a trip?
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, let's go taste what that pink slime looks like. Oh, God, the pink slime.
But
that's just another.
Look at it this way. When you want to sell fast food and you want to sell fast food chicken.
Yeah.
You want to taste all the other chicken sandwiches to see how you're going to be different than that.
I guess I would just taste the good ones. Okay, best fast food chicken out there. Go.
Ooh. Maybe Chick-fil-A.
I give Chick-fil-A... I think they're in third place for me.
It's been a little bit. I mean, obviously KFC is KFC, and KFC and Wendy's are the same recipe, so they're kind of in the same ballpark together.
So I'm assuming you haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich since you didn't just say Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I forgot about Popeyes. We have a Popeyes about to open in our town, but there hasn't been Popeyes around here.
Chicken sandwich has only been out for a year at Popeyes.
Well, then I'd said Popeyes chicken. I would assume it was a sandwich.
Just because you ate an entire bucket and had a piece of bread, a roll before and after.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought I had a chicken sandwich at Popeyes.
So the Popeyes chicken sandwich that came out last year, it's like pants-creamingly good. Like yes. The Popeye chicken sandwich is possibly, I think it's the best chicken sandwich out there, fast food wise or otherwise.
Okay. Cool.
It's so good. You should don't take offense just because you haven't had it yet.
No, I thought I had. I'm just saying. I thought I've had it.
You didn't. That was White Castle. You were
No,
really drunk.
I won't go.
You were really drunk coming back.
I
from
won't
that
walk
game.
into White Castle.
No, all right. We'll get to that in a second.
Awful.
Popeyes, the chicken sandwich when it came out, it was line out the door around the corner waiting for 2 hours for a sandwich, and people actually did this.
Wow.
And it's great because it's not like chicken patty like all the other places. It's like full chicken breast, breaded deliciousness. But it's I don't know what they do to it. When Popeyes opens here in town, we're gonna get it. Yeah. Save your calories for that. No. Don't poo-poo this. Right. You love to poo-poo stuff just because you don't know about it. Or
you're getting offended by this.
Yeah,
I just said I'll try anything.
Yeah, but you're like,
whatever. I'll try the stupid chicken sandwich.
It's not stupid. It's godly.
All right.
That is the look. I will drive a bulldozer over 1 million chickens to produce one of those chicken sandwiches.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I'd be crying, sobbing the whole time.
I wanted a sandwich.
Like, I'll go make the pickle part of it. You guys deal with the chicken part of it. But why no White Castle?
You know I hate onions. I've only been inside one White Castle in my life.
Oh, it reeks of onions.
It reeks of onions. I had to walk out. It's disgusting. And then I tried one because I would try anything, and it's all you don't even taste the burger. All you taste is onion.
Why didn't you get it without the onion?
Because the whole place stinks like onion. That's what I did. I got one without onions, and the burger still tasted like onion.
Oh, really? It just
what a dirty,
absorbed?
Awful, disgusting place White Castle is. I will never go to them again. Can't stand White Castle.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The chicken. They have a chicken ring there. I guess this is the food show now because
Apparently.
we're like 40 minutes in. This is the food show now.
Way to define it. Yeah.
Thanks, Liz.
We were trying to get away.
We were trying to get away from it, and Liz is just like, let's talk about food again, everybody. All of a sudden, she's Scooby-Doo.
She's trying to distract us from bungee cords. That's all. That's all she's trying to do. She doesn't want to hear us talk about that anymore.
You're gonna need some bungee cords to pull us back out of this one.
Oh.
The White Castle I like. They have a chicken ring. It's instead of like chicken nuggets, they have chicken rings, like an onion ring, but it's made of chicken.
Okay.
So I mean, what part of the chicken does that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's just pink slime poured into a tube.
Yeah.
Oh, the pink slime.
And then deep fry it.
But I like them. They're not bad. I don't mind them. Like Crystal, the other the southern version of that, the southern slider. It's trash. It's just trash.
They're all. I mean, I don't know.
What is the best fast food burger then? While we're on that, it's actually this was totally a topic I had to discuss, and we just got on it without me actually reading my notes. So I'm really happy about that.
Culver's.
The Butterburger.
The Butterburger.
The Butterburger
the
is
best burger anywhere.
Yes.
With a In-N-Out being number 2, and maybe a Five Guys into the 3 spot. As far as fast food,
I mean, the Culver's Butterburger is definitely and then In-N-Out animal style with Chili's. That's my go-to.
If we had,
but here's one question.
Okay,
though. Let's get away from the regional stuff. Get away from In-N-Out. Get away from Culver's. Get away from Whataburger, which is trash.
Yeah, I agree.
You people from Texas who eat that much beef and then they're like, Whataburger's amazing. It's like, no, you know what amazing beef is. You have the best brisket in the world. Right there in Austin.
Right.
The beef ribs that they make down there, the barbecue beef ribs, those things are great. They're the size of your arm.
Yeah.
Love them. And then they're like, Whataburger. And I'm just like, no, that's diaper burger. Like, it's trash. It's not good.
Not good.
Why do you guys like? See, that's a regional delicacy. That's just shit.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about before.
I'm sure there's plenty of people there who agree, though, too.
What? That it's not good?
It's garbage.
Yeah. Well, especially.
So what are you trying to get at? You want to get like a national chain as the best burger?
Yeah.
Is that what you're shooting for?
Yeah. Because when Whataburger they compare it with In-N-Out, I'm like, there's no comparison. Shut the hell.
No, yeah.
But then there's people who haven't had either. So
you should say shut the fell. Shut the fell.
I tried to keep myself, PG. Try to keep myself.
Shut the fell.
Quit being such a fucking Todd. All right, let's move on. We're having this conversation here. Yeah, get away from the regional because, especially we're based East Coast. A lot of our friends or listeners, they're not going to have had the luxury of a Butterburger. Culver's Butterburger with a side of cheese curds. It's so good.
And the custard turtle sundae to go with it.
Oh, my goodness.
If there was a Culver's nearby here, I would already be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. No question. I would already be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that good.
Mm-hmm.
I would eat myself to death.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a national chain, that means you have in the options your McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's.
Mm-hmm. All the national changes. Yeah.
I would have to go probably with the Whopper with the flame broiled.
Yes, I was just gonna go there too.
You have to.
You got to go BK.
You got to go flame broiled.
You got to go flame broiled.
Even though they're like flame broiled and put in a fridge and then put back out to thaw out, and then they're not always fresh made like that.
No, Wendy's is the only one that advertises that they're never frozen.
Right. Fresh, never frozen meat.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily love the square Wendy's burger. They're always greasy.
Yeah, Wendy's burger, like they're also small. Like the junior bacon cheeseburger is like that's what 2 ounces of meat. Like
so when I was eating way too much, I would do
2 months ago I was doing 3. Okay.
But I hadn't had this in a while. But when I'd stop at like a Wendy's and you get I'm gonna get a double or a Baconator, right?
I've still never had a Baconator.
Oh, they're really good.
You one time tried to bring me one, and I was just like, please don't.
The junior bacon cheeseburger thing from Wendy's.
Uh-huh.
I would get 2 of those to eat before I got home, like 2 for the ride.
Yeah.
And those are just, quick one-hitters kind of thing. Like I would assume a slider is considered, but
one-hitter.
Yeah.
That's the baddie of the burgers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do that on a regular basis. The tough part is I'd have the same mentality going to McDonald's, and I'm going to get a Big Mac meal, and I'm going to grab 2 cheeseburgers for the ride home because I'm really hungry right now. But I'll eat the Big Mac when I get home. That'll be my meal. But this just ties me over with that nonsense until I get home.
Yeah, I mean, the most gluttonous thing that I would do is I'll order a meal and then I'll add some chicken nuggets on top of it or something like that.
That was a regular go-to. Yeah.
That's similar, but I can't believe I just pulled it up because I was actually curious right here. And these are like 2019 statistics.
Okay.
Because 2020 is an anomaly and we're still in 2021.
Sure.
McDonald's, how many billions of dollars do you think McDonald's sold in 2019?
$2019.
Billions of dollars.
$300 billion.
300 billion? No, it's like 40. Where do you get 300 billion?
I don't know. You were giving me this amazing number with it. I don't know.
The entire fast food industry doesn't make 300 billion.
Worldwide, McDonald's is everywhere. I don't know.
I think this is just this is domestic.
Oh, okay.
So you could be close, actually. Worldwide, they're probably around that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, 40. And the next closest is BK.
Yeah.
At 10.
Wow.
It's insane.
That's ridiculous money.
I don't understand.
For people to eat some of the worst food for you.
I don't understand these numbers. Yeah, it is the worst food for you. Now, McDonald's, I mean, the quarter pounder with cheese is not the worst.
Royale with cheese.
The Royale with cheese is not the worst of the fast food burgers either.
Yeah.
Burger King, I definitely would go. I would say I would rather have a McDonald's burger than a Wendy's burger. Probably.
I have to add this in because I saw it the other day, and I don't know where it was.
Sonic?
But I was so excited. No, Sonic is an awful burger.
Sonic is just awful.
No, I saw a commercial, and I forget entirely who it was that was in it with him, but it was Samuel L. Jackson wearing like a holiday sweater, and it said "Merry Christmas with cheese." I was like, that is the coolest ugly Christmas sweater I've ever seen in my life.
Good.
Samuel L. Jackson wearing it. I want one. I would wear that every day.
You know what's trash? Red Robin. That's trash.
Yum.
Last time I had Red Robin, it wasn't yum. It was...
Red Robin, they try to make themselves out to be a little diner in so many places.
Oh, no. It was
and it's just fast food slapped on a plate as opposed to in a thing of styrofoam.
It was diarrhea central that day. It was not good. Now, granted, I ate Red Robin, and I ate it in a mall.
Yeah.
So, but it was dine-in.
Underdeveloped. It's an underdeveloped Friendly's.
Yeah, it's Friendly's cousin from Mississippi.
Yeah. Why are we picking on Mississippi today?
I'm sorry. Actually, you know what?
Sorry,
Alabama.
Jeff.
Alabama. No, Alabama.
Fair.
Sorry, Jeff. No.
Yeah.
No, Alabama. There's a special bulldozer coming your way, Alabama. But yeah, I mean, okay, if you want to talk about the gourmet ones, Shake Shack, In-N-Out, Culver's.
Yeah.
Those are all really good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm okay with all
Isn't there a Shake Shack now in Danbury? Close by, there's a Shake Shack.
There's a Shake Shack close by now, yeah.
But Culver's, nothing beats it. Nothing better than that Butterburger.
No. Duchess is trash.
Yeah.
I just had to throw that out there.
That's Duchess is the odd inbred stepbrother to Red Robin.
I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. The only redeeming thing that they have are good mozzarella sticks there.
How tough is it to make a mozzarella stick? I mean, they just throw it in a fryer. Do this for 3 minutes. Put it on a plate.
There you go. There you go.
All the seasoning's done somewhere else.
I do my disgusting guilty pleasure fast food.
Oh.
I do miss Jack in the Box every now and again.
Really?
Only because I used to, when I lived in LA, I would go to Lakers and Clippers games all the time.
Yeah.
If they scored over 100, you would get free tacos.
Okay.
So we want tacos. That's a very, very popular chant in Staples, or at least it used to be back in the day. But of course, if you go there with a coupon for, one free taco, that's not enough.
No.
You got to get a Jumbo Jack with it.
They know what they're doing.
Or a Yumbo Yak, if you will.
Jumbo Yak.
And I kind of miss that a little bit. It's trash. It's disgusting.
So I think I mentioned it before, but there was a regional burger place when I went to school in Fort Wayne.
Uh-huh.
And they knew what they were. They knew they were just junk.
Okay, I like that.
The name of the burger place was just Hot and Now. Swear to God, it was called Hot and Now.
Hot and Now.
Like you're getting food, it's hot, and you can have it right now.
Okay.
We never said it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is early 90s, right? But the price point is still like, you got to be kidding me for early 90s. 39-cent hamburgers, 49-cent cheeseburgers, full size. They weren't White Castles.
They haven't updated their menu since the 50s.
There was no place to sit down.
Yeah.
It was only drive-through. It was, I know I've talked about it on the show before, but this place was the go-to for the college campus. You know, it was, hey, I'm doing a hot and nasty run. Who wants? And
this was the hot and nasty. Yeah, I remember hot and nasty run. Yeah.
Get me 10, get me 20, and you pull up and order 100 burgers at a time. And you had to show them the cash because we didn't carry cards. You had to show them the cash before they would actually put the food in the fryer.
Fast food didn't take cards back then. Fast food didn't start taking cards until like mid-aughts, mid-2000s.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, we did a lot of business with Hot and Now. And last time I was in Indiana, I think they were still there. I didn't check the pricing. It's probably up to like $1 a burger now, but 39-cent hamburgers, 49-cent cheeseburgers, ridiculous. Full-size burgers, and we ate a lot of those.
You know what I miss? A&W.
Oh.
I could go for an A&W right now.
A&W root beer's got that frosty mug taste. That frosty mug taste. Frosty mug taste. A&W root beer's got that frosty mug taste. Woo! And I don't know the rest of the words.
Fuck off, Todd.
Yay!